Lesson 2, gaining clarity, was really important last week, but this week is really going deeper, and it's to work into healing and befriending. Every single thing that we have gone through in our life, hundreds, maybe millions of other people have gone through as well. And you're connected to them, and they are connected to you. And you're all connected to the beautiful planet. When you take the time to heal, forgive, befriend, all those parts of you, you actually send out a ripple of an opening for somebody else to catch, and then they can do it too. It multiplies. Everything multiplies. So when you do something, it gives permission for it to grow. You're watering, you're planting seeds and watering and growing all the time. Nature is such a beautiful teacher in showing us how the world really works. We're always planting seeds. We're always caring for them in one way or another, either through neglect or water. And we're either allowing them to flourish or weeds to grow. So this week is a lesson that I learned from our dear beloved grandmother Agnes Baker Pilgrim. And it's called The Dying of the Self. When I went to school for NLP, I learned that in timeline therapy, something kind of similar. So I'm going to give you about timeline therapy first. In timeline therapy, you would guide the person in person to draw an imaginary line, and that line, each step they took would be a memory through the parts of their life. So for instance, a memory of being born, a memory of being 3, a memory of being 5, memory of being 6, memory of being 8, memory of being 12, memory of being, until you finally got to the age that you actually are. And each one of those memories, you would ask for a message from that event of how did it help you or serve you. What message does it have for you? Or maybe it was hindering you. But it's again just getting clarity and knowing how of what it's feeling inside so that you can begin healing. Then when you get to finally where the age you are, you close your eyes and imagine a circle in front of you. And in this circle in front of you is a new beautiful you that is ready to move past all of that and to step in to now shining brightly and to being all that you can be. And you don't step into it until you're ready to really accept that peace, to be part of you. And the dying of self, you are going in and imagining, again like the timeline, each single age that you have a story or a memory to. And you, not only do you ask for a message from it, but you also thank it. You befriend it. You thank it for coming into your life because you're acknowledging that peace has become part of you. And it has helped you grow and learn. And so you want to thank it for being part of you. And you want to ask for the message. And sometimes we need to actually stop and forgive that part that maybe we've been holding on to it and not letting go and not letting it become a lesson. So sometimes it's actually stopping and allowing ourselves to just really forgive that part. And then each time that we go through each year and we go through these ceremonies within ourselves, we imagine putting them in a container. This container can be a beautiful chest, a basket, a sacred purse, a medicine bag, and that, when it's complete, when you're like at the timeline, when you're done with it, when you've reached the age that you are, instead of discarding it, you ask it to come inside of you, to stay in you, and you make a promise to yourself that you will never open the basket again to have to rehash or go through any of those memories again of working anything out. That they served you, and you learned from them, you befriended them, you forgave them, and now you will carry them as your wisdom, strength. It becomes like your medicine. It becomes the parts that made you the beautiful you that you are. And you trust there's no coincidences, that every single piece that you were given, every life lesson, was really important for the role that you play in the world. As you forgive and love each one of these pieces, these parts of you, and you carry them strong within the world, you are also doing the same healing for Mother Earth. Mother Earth gets to heal that part of all those stories in her that she's been carrying for people on the earth. Mother Earth gets to feel forgiveness, a release of the tension that she's been holding on, that she's been feeling people feel. And Mother Earth gets to also carry that message of strength, of being, honoring you for your growth. And she gets healed just as well. The other part, again, is to remember that every time that you have a healing, that you see the beauty in each one of these things, it is a ripple effect. You are sending out unconsciously and consciously, you're sending out a message to other people. You're giving them permission, and because you've done it, they will pick up on it. They might be drawn to you, or they will just catch it, and they will begin to do the process too. Because we are all connected. We are all one. After you have the medicine bag and you carry it in you, you are really ready to start moving forward and awakening your creativity, your beautiful creative self. You have this beautiful medicine bag inside of you, and so I'm inviting you with that medicine bag. How could you be creative with it? You were given these beautiful life lessons. You were given all these beautiful things to make you be the magnificent you. How could you be creative with it and allowing it to be a beautiful expression within the world? When we awaken our creativity, we are opening the flower inside of us in our second chakra. The next lesson I have in this particular week is I'd like all of you to draw a picture of a heart. A beautiful, beautiful heart. And then I want you to divide it. Actually, I'm going to draw one for you just so you can really get a good visual. And in this heart, you will divide it like this. And I'm inviting you to put 6 different religions within this heart. They can be like Islam, Jewish, Christianity, Buddhist, Native American, whatever ones that you want. The purpose of this as a planetary coach is for you to know that originally religion was a heart. It was a beautiful diamond in the rough. And it was this beautiful piece. And somehow it broke apart. And each religion carried a beautiful piece. Now we already know that to argue for one piece has caused many wars in the universe. And to be a planetary coach, to bring our world into beautiful peace within the planet, is to honor that every single religion is carrying a particle of that diamond. And it's carrying a beautiful, wonderful message. And as we acknowledge and we see the messages of all different religions, then we know that all of them put together put it back to a heart. That way, when you are coaching people in a planetary coaching, you can help people. You'll have appreciation for all their different beliefs, and you'll be able to teach how that they can all be blended by having a respect and an honoring for all different faiths of life. The grandmothers, the 13 indigenous grandmothers, I believe they were prophesied to come into the world at this time to teach that very lesson. These are 13 different grandmothers who have different spiritual beliefs. However, they do not try to change each other in their spiritual beliefs. They do not judge each other. They simply are absolutely happily delighted to watch their sisters share their wisdom and their rituals with others. They honor each other for their wisdom, and they learn from each other. This is a beautiful model for our planet to learn, to move away from our wars and righteousness, and to love and appreciate the beauty of the uniqueness of each and every one of us. This is Coach Louise with ending Lesson 2, and I so see the beauty in you.